All right. So you came to this video to find out what you need to do in order to start the process for applying for your CHAA or your CHAM certification. So you come to the right spot. Hold on with me. I'm going to walk you through the process. Keep watching the video. Okay, we are going to go right here to this beautiful graduation cap at the top of the naham.org site. We're going to hover over it. We see various drop down options. I want you to go straight to certification manual. Once you're here, it's going to open up into a 7-page document. This document is thebomb.com. It's going to walk you through the whole entire process. I'm going to show you some highlighted areas in the document, and you are going to be on your way. So this is the NAHAM certification manual guiding your path towards certification. They did an awesome job of putting it together, and you're going to see right here on page 3 which certification is right for you. So if you are someone new to this game and you're just like, yeah, I just want to get in, I want to get my certification, let's go ahead and knock out the CHAA, then the CHAA on the left-hand side in the green is going to be the process that you want to follow. But if you're someone already seasoned in the game and you're at the manager level or above, you want to direct your eyes towards the right-hand side of the screen for the CHAM. But right now, you know, my channel is focused on the CHAA, so I'm going to direct everyone over there on the left-hand side in green and just walk through the process. So first of all, you have to make sure you meet the criteria. So this particular CHAA certification, it says it right there, associate level individual. So these are the individuals that you just got your foot in the door, but you have at least 1 year in healthcare or finance industry and a successful completion of an accredited college program in healthcare. Your education, you have to have a high school diploma or a GED equivalent plus 30 professional development contact hours earned within the previous 2 years or an associate's degree from an accredited institution. So, right, so either you had your high school diploma plus those 30 contact hours, or you have your associate's degree. So you need to make sure that you have all the criteria met before you start even trying to fill out the application. Okay, so if you have your associate's degree, that's awesome sauce. If you have just a high school diploma or GED, as long as you have 30 contact hours in addition to that, you're awesome sauce. I already know somebody's asking the question in their head, how do I get 30 contact hours? And I have no idea if I've earned them within the previous 2 years. Don't worry, I got you. We'll talk about that later on in the video. For references, signature of one supervisor or course instructor or advisor, okay? That's going to be easy to get. You might have to bribe your supervisor. I'm just saying, but I don't know. Make sure you get that reference letter from your superior. Content of the exam. This is critical because you want to know exactly what you need to study for. So I'm going to hit this hyperlink right here and we're going to walk through that very briefly. So you have a test exam that's chopped up into 3 domains. First domain is patient access foundations. It's 44% of the exam. And as you can see, they break it down with what you need to actually know. So there's no guess game about what are you going to be tested on. Domain 2 is the pre-arrival. It is 31% of your exam. And then domain 3, the actual arrival, that's 25% of your exam. So again, you can feel free to go to naham.com and bring up the same guide that I'm looking at, or keep rewinding this video several times so you can see all the content that's on your exam. But I'm going to go back to the guide. All right. So as we cruise on down the guide, how to get started. This is what you came and clicked on the video for. So before you can apply, you must fulfill the following requirements. They are not playing. 1 year of practical work experience in healthcare or finance industry, or successful completion of an accredited college program in healthcare. This standard can be bypassed by completing a NAHAM accredited college curriculum. And I made the mistake when I recorded this the first time by clicking that link and they took the link off the page. So what I'm going to do, because I think I've recorded this before, I will try to throw back on their accreditation image that was there. All right, continue right along. High school diploma or GED, and we talked about the 30 contact hours, right? So let's get into that. How do we know what a contact hour is or whether we've even gotten them or not? So NAHAM defines a contact hour as an activity that is directly or indirectly related to the practice of patient access services that results in the acquisition of new knowledge, skills, or the enhancement of current knowledge and skills. The learner is responsible for determining that the professional development activity is appropriate, relevant, and meaningful to patient access services, in which the learner's attendance can be documented by a third party, such as an employer, educational institution, or sponsoring organization. I want you to look right here at Contact Hour Guide. If you click that, now you get a very detailed list of what NAHAM is considering to be an approved contact hour. You can see all their events down here that are either NAHAM specific or their state association, religion, and affiliated sponsors activities. You can see the general professional development contact hours, and this is the section that I think most of us would be able to pick and see that, yes, we've actually received contact hours based upon these items here in green. You'll also want to pay attention to the number of contact hours that you're given. So as you can see right here, one contact hour is per clocked hour. So every 60 minutes, you get a contact hour. So if you were in a program that it was 2 hours long, that would be 2 contact hours. Everybody with me so far? Easy math. All right. So let's go back to that beautiful 7-page guide. All right, so we're back to the guide, and now we're looking at sitting for the exam. So with sitting for the exam, you must make sure that you have a proctor, but you cannot just blindside and pick somebody and hope that they're available. You do want to contact your proctor. You also want to see if your proctor is going to allow you to come to their site or if your proctor is mobile and can come to where you are to have the exam. And of course, if you're going to invite someone that's not a part of your institution to come to your institution, you might want to make sure that you clear that with your management team and with your organization as a whole to make sure you can have visitors come to your location. But this little hyperlink right here, it will send you to the NAHAM Proctor database. You must sign into the site of naham.org first before you can actually click that spreadsheet. It's a spreadsheet that opens up, and I'll try to insert a little clip of what that spreadsheet looks like. I want to start talking about the stuff on the right hand side. So we have upcoming testing windows, and this is what sometimes trips people up is a testing window. It may be January, but you had to get your application in by November the 30th. All right. So if I want to test, say in April, which would be our next testing window, I needed to make sure I submit my application in prior to the date of February 28th. And going down the line, testing window, if I want to do this in the summer in July, I need to make sure my application is in before May 31st. And the last one, again, because we only test 4 times a year, October, if that's when I plan on doing my exam, I need to get my application in before August 31st. And then how to apply? Boom, bam, here it is, Certification Central. You want to visit the NAHAM website to start your application process. You must be logged in to your NAHAM account. So if you haven't even gone to the site to establish a NAHAM account, you can't even start. So go ahead and get that done. Get going. Time's ticking. Just go ahead and create yourself an account. It's not that hard or complicated to do so that you can then click on Certification Central and get the process going. So I understand that
NAHAM audits a percentage of the applications that have been submitted, and you consent to that audit. You also confirm and state that you have earned a high school diploma or a GED plus the 30 professional development hours earned within the past 2 years, or I have earned an associate's degree from an accredited institution, and of course you would validate your education there. Your work experience and verification, you would select your work experience, and then you would read and agree for the verification, and you would attest to that, and of course you would hit submit.
Free study guide if you're doing it from the CHAA. I don't think that's free. I'm so sorry. Um, then the other thing I'd like to highlight is preparing for the examination. You do have other materials that you can do right online through NAHAM's site. If you click on this hyperlink, you'll go to their store after you sign in. But you can get to their store and you can look up testing or examination material, and then it will actually show you a little bit about the courses that you can do for purchase. Now, if you want to do a forum kind of study group type event, you can click on the forum and you can start talking to your other colleagues. And then, of course, you do not want to get your certification and fail to recertify. It's already going to be a hit on you to pay for it, study for it, pass it, and then you don't want to forget about it. Because if you forget about it, you're going to have to retest. So it's important that you make sure you maintain your contact hours after you've been certified, and that you pay your renewal fee after you've been certified. And so all CHAAs recertify in the month of April, despite the month you earned your credentials. There's nothing worse than busting your butt to study, pass, become a rock star, get CHAA put behind your names for your credentials, and then lose it all because you forget to recertify. So, of course, then it give you more information about how to use your Certification Central dashboard and record your hours, and, of course, renew. That is it. That's it in a nutshell. That is how you can get everything started. I'm sure there's some other questions that you may have about the process. I'll be glad to answer those. Specifically, just drop a comment in the video or send me some information directly to hello@littlerose316.com.